Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Davo, Tom and Callum here for the podcast. So we're coming with some exclusive content, and we're doing it a little bit different today. We're going to talk about some of the crook texts we've received in today's show that, of course, we can't read out on air.
Yeah, previously we spoke about some of them that we do receive during the show, and they're pretty shocking. The last one we spoke about was the one that always messages in and calls me a sexy gill.
Yeah, always on the regular. He pops up pretty frequently.
This morning's two texts we got off separate, different topics were pretty crazy, pretty out there. I mean, I can just jump straight into the first one where the question was, and you'll hear it later come up in the show, what disgusting thing does your partner own? And so this person, lovely, texted in, sometimes, and this is a trigger warning, I guess, or something. It's pretty foul.
Filthy.
Sometimes I will jack off into my underwear and then go outside and interact with people without having washed or changed underwear. It is dominance.
It's not dominance. It is disgusting. It's creepy.
But
It's a little odd.
I just I think the funniest bit about that text is obviously it's all pretty on the nose weird, but I really love the dominance bit at the end. I think that's crazy that in whatever mindset this person has, they think this is a power thing to go around with that in your undies, having a chat to your local barista when you get a coffee.
But without the dominance thing, you think this could be real. The dominance thing solidifies the idea that it is a joke, indeed.
Do you? Because I don't think it's a joke at all. I've met some of our listeners.
Yeah, no,
and I wouldn't put it past some of
I
them.
think it's quite obviously a joke.
Do you reckon? I don't reckon it is, Tom.
I think it's hit and miss.
It absolutely
I think it's hit and
is.
miss.
I think it absolutely is.
There's a lot of strange people out there.
Yeah, I don't think that's more uncomfortable for the person walking around with a bunch of semen in their underwear all day.
Kinks are kink, mate. Don't yuck anyone's yum.
What about this other one?
Okay, what was the question though?
The next question was, what is the stupidest injury you have gotten?
And this person said, I pulled my lower back attempting to auto-fellate myself.
Yeah, that's sucking themselves off. Let's put it in layman's terms.
The
In
Marilyn
case you didn't
Manson
know
dance.
what auto-fellate means, yes, it is to do the old Marilyn Manson trick and pleasure yourself with your own top side.
Now, look, I have no doubt that both of you have tried to do this.
You've said that a lot.
What do you mean a lot?
You've brought that up multiple
I don't think
times.
I have brought that up ever before.
I think
in my
it's come
life.
up.
You
I think
have.
it has come up.
You absolutely have.
But I
I
definitely
think you
would
just
not,
like to picture us doing it.
I wouldn't have thought so, Tom, but I definitely feel like that's something you've both sat at home trying.
But do you think all guys have tried
Yes,
that? Or,
yeah, it's not just you two,
Well,
like-
it seems like singling us out. I feel like you could look at any guy and know they've probably gave it a whack.
So you've admitted it.
I haven't properly tried. I've stretched to see if it would work, and I'm not flexible. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to get anywhere near. I'm so unflexible.
At most I've craned my neck, and that's enough.
Oh my God, Callum.
Jesus.
No, I'm not saying I haven't even been able to move my back. It's taxing. It's hard.
And
Not
that's
that I
why,
had the intention to really do
and
it.
that's why you've taken up yoga.
Yeah. Damn, I shouldn't have told you about the Pilates classes. Now 2 and 2 have been put together.
And that is just a slight insight as to some of the texts we receive on air that we will commonly mention and say we can't read out.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, please keep them coming. We do love it. It sparks a lot of conversation. Generates more content for all this exclusive content you can get off air every time you tune into our podcast, which means it's time to get into the podcast.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Sometimes you can be doing the most mundane thing and things go wrong and you hurt yourself. And that's exactly what happened to me, not last night, the night before. Right now, I've got a pretty bad sore lower back where I'm sort of a bit stiff and walking around. I feel like this is just really me venting on air, which is a little bit uncomfortable for everyone. But I heard it in the most stupid way. I heard it sleeping.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
So something real mundane. I mean,
What are
know,
you, Dracula sleeping on a coffin?
Well, it feels like it at the moment, to be honest. But I was just asleep, and I think because I've got a bit of issues with my lower back, I was laying there, and usually when this is so mundane, when you're laying down, if you want to take the strain off your lower back, you put a pillow under your legs. But
Yeah.
I fell dead asleep, flat on my back, and I must have been laying there for like 5 hours. So when I woke up, I couldn't stand up straight, which was very concerning.
Jeez. Yeah.
Right, what were you, 90-degree angle?
Literally, yeah.
You could say you were pretty acute.
Oh, Tom! Oh my God, I'm blushing.
Cute little maths joke. You say people don't find this interesting, Davo, though, but there's chiropractors out there that are loving this.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, I hurt myself sleeping. Come on now.
Yeah, no, that's no good,
It's a
is it?
stupid way to injure yourself.
It is bizarre, isn't it? And when you wake up, I don't know, you're back. Yeah, it's been an absolute cruncher seeing you go around on the Nurofen and stuff. Like it looks painful as.
Yeah. Or am I flying, you know?
Yeah, forget Freddy Krueger. Doing that to your back in the sleep is more terrifying.
What's your stupidest injury?
I mean, it can be stupid for all different reasons. I guess yours is stupid because it's so mundane
Yes.
and shouldn't happen in your sleep. I mean, Tom, you had a bit of a stupid injury on a different scale.
It was a
of
very
the
stupid
matters.
injury.
Yeah, it was. I was at a house party and there was a stripper pole about, and well, as I inverted myself, I slipped down that pole and did my AC joint in my shoulder.
Yeah.
Just before the start of the footy season. I think it was our boss, Sophie, as well, was telling us the other day that one of her friends yawned and, like, broke her jaw.
Like, dismantled her jaw from yawning or something.
And then we had the cooler that called up and
Yes.
told us they displaced a rib by sneezing.
Yeah. So coughing, sneezing, yawning, and can all contribute to injury, and it is as stupid as it is mundane.
What's your stupidest injury, Adelaide? It doesn't have to be about you either. It could be someone you know did a stupid injury. Hey, we have got Sam from Albert Park on the line. Sam, good morning, mate. What's your stupidest injury?
Good morning. I was just crossing the road.
Yeah?
And what happened?
I was like, I had these pants on. Wait, I can hear my phone echoing. Hang on.
Thank God you had pants on.
Parachute pants. got blown away.
Technical difficulties.
Nah, you're right,
No,
Sam.
I was just crossing the road and my shoe got caught in my pants leg, and so I just like stacked it right in the middle of the road, and there was all these cars coming and I had to stop. I had all these like shopping in my hands that went everywhere.
Oh, no.
Did you have anyone help you? Did anyone stop and come out of their car? Or did you just
Yeah,
have to...
they did, and that made it even worse. I'm like, I'm okay, I'm okay. And you know when you like have to pretend that you're like not hurt, and I'm like, I'm alright, and I'm just like walking off, trying not to like limp.
Yeah, your face was red, the eyes were watering. Were these pants a fashion choice, or were they sort of comfy?
Yeah, they were. They were like fashion choice, like the full wide leg, and I had like the pointy shoes, and like as I was walking, the tip of my shoe got caught in the pants leg.
Yeah, Sam, the fact that you're peacocking in your fancy pants also makes that a lot more embarrassing. Well done.
I know.
Good on you, Sam. Thanks so much for getting involved this morning.
No worries.
Hey, we're going to go to Littlehampton. We got Naomi on the line as well. Naomi, what's your stupidest injury?
Hey, good morning, all. All I did was put a blanket over my daughter on the couch, and then I couldn't stand up properly. I looked like Quasimodo for about 3 weeks.
Oh, you just did something to your back, did you? As you threw
Yeah,
the blanket.
I popped it out of place, and then we found out I had degenerative disc disease. So, yeah.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
from putting a blanket on, and then it was quite embarrassing going to the shops and not being able to stand up properly. And yeah,
Naomi, have you put a blanket on since?
I have put many blankets on.
I was going to say, bit of PTSD. Everyone in the house is really cold at the moment.
Hey, thanks.
No, they should just go. Yeah, no.
Thanks so much for getting involved, Naomi. We appreciate it.
Cheers, everyone. Have a great day.
Plenty of people getting involved on the text line at the moment. Somebody texted in saying, I farted and threw my back out.
What? Were they throwing it back when they were doing that, or what? They must have been showing off.
There would have had to been some sort of force there.
There's a lot going on. Someone else said my son was doing air guitar, flicked his hand a little too much, hit his chin, bit down on his lip, and needed stitches all through the lip because he was bleeding so much.
Someone else said I pulled my lower back going ham sanger on myself.
Doing the old reach around. Hey, we're going to go to Kerry in Seacliff Park. Kerry, what's your stupidest injury?
Oh, hi.
G'day.
It was my husband, actually.
Yep.
during lockdown for COVID, we had a Zoom meeting with some friends, had way too many drinks, decided to put on some music. My husband was dancing around in the lounge room, tipped over himself, did his rotor cuff in his shoulder and ended up having to have surgery.
Oh my
gosh, got his apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur on.
Yeah, how hardcore was he dancing?
Well, I nipped out of the room to change the track, so I didn't actually see it. When I came back in, he was just laying on the floor and couldn't get up.
Kerry's live from Seacliff Park, but I reckon she's in the ocean, Seacliff Beach.
Kerry, thanks so much for getting involved. That is an insane injury.
Yeah, it took him a while to recover, that's for sure.
Oh, poor thing.
And he's better now, though, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
He was doing the worm this morning.
Yeah.
He's all good.
Caught him doing the sprinkler in bed. Hey, good on you, Kerry. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Cheers. Hey, we're getting another call come through at the moment. Hello, who are we speaking with?
Oh, my goodness.
Hi, this is Rachel.
Rachel, what's your stupidest injury?
My grandpa, whenever he was over here from the UK, he tripped over one of our cat scratching posts and broke his hip.
He tripped over what, sorry?
The cat scratching post.
Oh, damn those cats.
And what did he break? His hip?
His hip, yeah.
Yeah,
not what you want when you're on holiday as well. Overseas, hospital bills, no.
You just know the air of arrogance with the cat as well. They don't care whatsoever.
No. The cat was probably the one that pushed the scratching post in front.
Put down the mic. What's in the podcast?
Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
Don't you think being a billionaire would be pretty nice?
Nah. Yeah, it would be pretty nice considering I couldn't afford to go to the doctors on the weekend, you know. I wouldn't mind a couple of extra dollars.
Yeah, right. I mean, you got people like Bruce Wayne, you know, spending his billions to become Batman, all this cool stuff.
Oh, okay.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it, to become a superhero?
Yeah, right. Tony Stark becoming Iron Man. You know, all these billionaires doing cool things with their money.
I just want a good weekly shop.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Batman has groceries, I'll tell you that.
He has a butler that does the grocery shopping. But no, there is a downside to being a billionaire, right? And that's like the lack of challenge in life, right? I mean, you can drown yourself in your work, but at the end of the day, there's nothing to work toward because you can buy everything and anything.
Well, I guess
the void gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I guess there's a certain point that you've made all of your money, so, you know, things aren't as exciting anymore and you do just work.
Yeah, and I mean, that's probably why we see names, you know, like Richard Branson in the news so often taking regular Joes to space, well, regular Joes with money. Jeff Bezos putting all that money into a Lord of the Rings TV show simply because he loves Lord of the Rings. Elon Musk fighting Zuckerberg and buying Twitter and renaming it X. You know, you see these names in the news so often. And a billionaire to hit the headlines latest is Musk again. Elon Musk.
This bloody guy.
This guy's insane. Right?
Elon Musk seems like he doesn't strike me as your typical billionaire either. He's like just a bit of a character.
Yeah.
Like the things he finds interesting like really surprise me.
So this is a case of someone having too much money in terms of Elon Musk here, because he's offering Wikipedia $1 billion to keep them afloat. As we know, like, Wikipedia always asking for donations. I mean, as long as I can remember, you log in, they say, hey, keep Wikipedia afloat,
and
donate
thank goodness for that, because it's a reputable source, obviously, that anyone can edit in the world.
It's so funny that that's been like that for ages, though, the Wikipedia donation thing. Surprised they haven't gone under. They've kind of kept afloat, even requiring the donations for so long.
Well, Elon Musk is offering them a way out.
Oh, okay. So Wikipedia can finally get their source of income. They don't have to ask everyone else for money.
That's it. Because he's offering them $1 billion. $1 billion. A lot of money. A lot of money. And of course, you know, it's a bailout. He's doing them a favour, I guess. $1 billion. They'll never have to ask for a donation again. But that's the exact thing. It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? This doesn't come without a price.
Yeah, what's the catch? Is he going to have on his page that he's, like, appendage is giant or something? Like,
and it can't be edited?
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be some things he'll change to his own page. But no, it is for Wikipedia to change their iconic name from Wikipedia to Dickopedia.
Wow.
That is a man with too much money.
Yeah. This guy's willing to spend $1 billion for a cheap gag that's not going to be funny after like 5 minutes. He'll be like, why did I just give him $1 billion?
That's a man who's, at a dinner party with his rich friends, had too many wines and thought, do you know what would be crazy, guys? Do you know what would be crazy? Let's change the name of Wikipedia.
How
That's
immature
mental.
is he? Sitting there going, Dickopedia.
Elon Musk is the grown-up version of Richie Rich.
Oh my
Never hit maturity or puberty.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
This is definitely going to out a lot of dudes out there. It's going to, open up the door into the secrecy of what happens in a guy's house that, hopefully it doesn't disgruntle too many people for unleashing this secret, but a lot of people might know about it. It's yellow pillows.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to say you snapped your blanket in half.
It's
Man, what's the time, Tom? 7:40.
Just keep moving, baby. Just keep moving. Yellow pillows.
So
Yellow
a
pillows.
dude has come out, his name is Cam, and he's chucked up a picture of his favourite pillow, and this tweet has literally got 1.3 million likes. It is huge. Everyone is getting around this, and simply, he is revealing his yellow pillow to his girlfriend.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And like I said, 1.3 million people, though, have seen this, and he's doing it as kind of an unveiling and saying, hey, this is what happens in a guy's house. Often, we don't change the pillows that often.
Yuck.
A lot of people were commenting being like, oh, I haven't changed my pillows since I was 10.
That is...
I mean, it depends how old they are. If they're like 12, that's okay.
I think they're an adult. I think they're in their adult years.
30-year-old.
But, other people are saying they've got rid of their yellow pillows recently and they haven't been able to sleep comfortably since. So it is a huge thing. It is a huge phenomenon that happens in dudes' houses.
They haven't been able to sleep comfortably since. Why? Because they're not breathing in their own muck. Like, how horrendous.
So the reason why the pillows get yellow underneath the pillow sheets is through sweat. So usually sweat goes through the sheets and it goes onto the pillow, and that's how it works.
Yeah, right.
And if you want to get rid of it, if you're not so attached to the yellow, you can use borax and a bit of bleach.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So if you want to get rid of it, it should be good as new.
I mean, just change your pillows. They've all got expiry dates on them. You should just rotate them as much as you need to, which is definitely a good thing to do.
But people don't.
Pillows
Guys
are
don't
expensive, to be fair. They are expensive to get a nice pillow.
A nice one. I mean, you can get a 2-pack for about $4 from Kmart, just
That's
FYI.
not the same. You need that memory foam, don't you?
Yeah, so true, though.
But, I mean, there are so many things around a house, and especially when you expose it to someone you're dating, that they might find it a bit confronting. There's so many gross hygienic things that might be left around the house.
I mean, this is like not necessarily an item, but when I dated someone when I was in my late teens, and I was with him for about 7 months, and the whole time he never changed his sheets.
Wow. The whole time.
The whole time.
Wait,
That's a long time to go.
And he had a water bed. That's just a side note. Which that's just
Shame.
Actually, that could be the gross thing that a partner has, a water bed.
Yeah, doesn't matter how clean the waterbed is, just a waterbed. I mean, so many different things. Is it a toothbrush? Is it the undies? Is it the sheets?
Bar soap.
Bar soap is disgusting.
Yeah, that's not good. Is it a water bed? Disgusting.
Let us know on the text line. Dob in your partners, Adelaide. What gross thing does your partner own? There's so many people getting involved right now. Somebody's texted in saying, my ex owned the most ugly soul. Glad she didn't leave it behind when she left.
Good.
Oh, dear.
Thanks for getting involved.
I like the creativity, though, to be honest. Someone else texted and said, my partner still uses a sock to... a favourite sock. I tell him all the time, you're an adult now, use a tissue. Yuck.
Awesome damn toilet paper.
Let's keep it moving.
Hey, let's head over to North Haven. We got Bianca on the line. Bianca, what's the gross thing your partner owns?
Hankies. He still uses hankies and puts them in the washing machine.
Right, is he a bit of an environmentalist against the tissues, or...?
A bit of an old man, I think.
Does the hanky get a mix in the washer with your clothes, or do you strictly make it just all of his stuff?
Yeah, just all his stuff.
But I mean, how sexy is it when he comes home with a hanky hanging out his pocket? How gorgeous.
Yeah, it turns me on.
Does it? Good on you, Bianca. Thanks for getting involved.
Thank you.
Cheers. Hey, Amy in Mowbray Heights, what's the gross thing your partner owns?
According to him, it's me.
Oh, I don't believe that. It's
Not at
probably
all.
him.
Look, no, we have a house together, and the house is always really clean, but I can't get past having a teenager's bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the messy
Okay.
room.
It's a bit of a bombshell gone off in there.
Yeah, look, and just on my side,
Yeah.
Is he a clean freak or what's the go?
if he was the clean freak, then he would be cleaning that side. That's my theory.
Hey.
All right. I get older. The Davo, Tom, and Callum podcast stays the same age.
Ooh, baby, we're talking Tinder. Have you guys ever been told, you don't know what's good for you, or that you always choose the wrong person?
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, this new feature on Tinder might be for you boys. And it's called Tinder Matchmaker. And what they're trying to do, and they're sort of angling it to allow people that are important in your life to sort of help you choose some Tinder matches.
Right.
They're sort of saying, hey, get your mum and dad involved, and they can have a look through your potential matches and choose who is suitable for their child.
Wow. Okay, so
That's such a weird one because Tinder is, it's a pretty vain, dating app, isn't it? You're more so looking at the pictures before you get to know them.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So I don't want my parents picking out potential candidates.
it's such a strange concept, isn't it?
what
You
your mum
really-
finds hot.
They're all guys, and they're all 60 years old, mum.
And why do they look like dad?
But it's such a weird thing. What if what if they have access to the messages as well or something? Who knows where this feature is going to go?
Well, I'll tell you. So basically, this session, you can start a Tinder matchmaker session from a profile card within the app, and then basically you can send the unique link up to 15 friends or family in a 24-hour period, and basically they can log into Tinder and swipe for you.
Wow.
And they basically can send off recommendations if they reckon it's good.
This is going to cop so much backlash. Imagine the parents that will do this, right? And then getting caught on Tinder no, it's my son's. I swear.
Okay. So so they can't take it further. So they can't do chats or messages.
Yeah, but just swiping's enough incriminating evidence.
Yeah, you're saying being caught just on the swipe, and you're hey, I'm actually doing my child's Tinder. But
Imagine your older sibling who's married helping you out, and then getting caught freshly married. That's not a good start to a relationship.
What type of girl do you reckon your parents would try and swipe on for you guys? Because I can tell you right now, Callum, it certainly wouldn't be any of your goth girls.
Nah, I'm going to be the complete opposite, maybe Christian.
A lovely lady named Joanne.
Someone that doesn't defy Jesus. I don't know.
Doesn't drink.
You're listening to Davo, Tom and Callum, the podcast.
We love Adelaide and we love things that are produced here. And a good little article has come out to explain all the different TV shows, the iconic TV shows from back in the day that were actually filmed and produced here. And a lot of them have taken me by surprise.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many TV shows getting filmed here from Adelaide nowadays, is there?
I don't believe so.
I don't reckon there is.
Maybe the occasional Netflix show that might be around. But
Yeah, maybe.
that's about it.
Escape from Pastoria or whatever. You know, there's a few little movies. There's a few big budget movies that come here. But in terms of these iconic little tiny TV shows back in the day, we've got McLeod's Daughters.
That was filmed out in Gawler.
Gawler, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Out that way.
Did you ever get around McLeod's Daughters?
Can't say I did.
No.
Horsey girls, you know what I mean?
I like the Saddle Club a lot, but not McLeod's Daughters.
Of course you did. Of course you like the Saddle Club.
I don't know. Was McLeod's Daughters the rival to Saddle Club, or were they in the same league at all?
Nah, McLeod's Daughters was more of a drama, whereas
Right.
Saddle Club was a kids show, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon McLeod's Daughters came around a little before Saddle Club
For sure.
as well, from memory.
I mean, interesting fact, they had a telly movie towards the end of the series run, and it was the highest rated telly movie of all time in Australia.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Righto.
smashed it. McLeod's Daughters killed.
Giddy up.
Another one, Humphrey B. Bear was filmed here. It spanned from 3,000 episodes, and it was the second longest running Australian TV show, which ran between 1965 to 2008.
I mean, everyone loves Humphrey B. Bear, right? Remember when you go to the Christmas pageant, he'd be there on one of the floats waving at you?
Yeah.
Silent assassin, you know,
Yeah.
blowing kisses and wiggling his butt.
I reckon
Love
my
it.
mum had a bit of a crush on Humphrey B. Bear. She's obsessed with the bloke. Had dolls and everything.
Yeah, right. Interesting
Crush
choice.
on Humphrey.
You know, Humphrey.
He's thick.
Humphrey expanded though to all different countries. So he did the US, UK, Asia,
Yeah.
Middle East, bit of South Africa. So he got televised everywhere.
Yeah.
Did
by
you
the end of
say he had it was 3,000
it.
episodes?
3,000 episodes of Humphrey B. Bear.
Jeez. And he doesn't talk.
There's a lot
Isn't
going
that
into
insane?
Pretty cozy gig, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dude's probably falling asleep in there every episode. Fat Cat as well from Adelaide.
From Fat Cat and all of us here at Channel 7. Good night, boys and girls.
So I didn't realise it was all the rage when Fat Cat got cancelled. Its production value kind of went down and it got a bit poor. So they cancelled it. But then A Current Affair did a huge mock funeral for him.
Oh,
that was really popular. So yeah, there were people that were a bit outraged and protests throughout Australia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, gee, see, Fat Cat was pretty iconic. I mean, he ended, I reckon, when I was born, but it was still sort of remnants of Fat Cat hanging around. And he used to have his vest and his hat, and he was giving it heaps.
I feel like you still hear people talk about Fat Cat, though. You hear the name getting thrown around. He still lives within us. And lastly, Wheel of Fortune with Baby John Burgess.
Huge.
I had no idea Wheel of Fortune was filmed here in Adelaide.
Yeah, it's big, hey.
So
Massive.
that Baby John Burgess, he was an icon on TV. You know, he had that thick moustache, the side parted hair.
Yeah.
He was given Adriana was the hottest chick you'd ever seen.
And he looks like a guy that would be named Baby John.
Oh.
He loves it.
There you go. So there's some of the TV shows that were filmed here in Adelaide.
So if you didn't know that, but all of them filmed in Adelaide. So we have a bit of iconic TV history here. If
there
you
you
didn't
go.
know.
Bit of water cooler chat for you
That's
at
it.
work today.
First rule of the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast is you don't talk about the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast. The second rule of the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast is you don't talk about the Davo, Tom and Callum podcast.
So we're heading over to the UK for this next chat because in Cambridgeshire lives a 14-year-old cat named Bella, and she's a world record holder for the loudest purr. Now,
Ooh.
her owner, Nicole Spink, was sitting with Bella one day and thought, bloody hell, Bella's loud, isn't it?
It's
We've always thought that Bella had the loudest purr in the world. She is such a loud girl. You sit there watching TV in the evening and you have to turn the TV up so you can actually hear.
pissed me off after a while, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
A loud purr.
Yeah.
Loud purr. Your cats already annoy you with your
Yeah,
with their
literally, and
meowing.
they're moderate purrers as well. They're not even on the Richter scale of this.
What if
cat.
one of them did have a world record though? Would you give them a little bit of leeway?
Oh, I would become its manager in a short amount of time. I would throw away all my angst and use it to. I would exploit that cat for all the money I could.
I mean, I know that, you know, they're saying that this cat's got the loudest purr, but what in Nicole's mind, she's sitting there with her cat thinking, nah, this is a world record. Because, look, they did get someone out to hear the purr, and I'll play it out for you now.
I can now confirm.
No, the purr. I mean, it's not like you wouldn't be sitting there going, "This is a world record holding cat."
Yeah, holy crap! Keep it down. Just it doesn't seem like it's extremely loud, does it? Or it's not like breaking the speakers, right?
No. So they did have the Guinness World Record people come into the house, and they had their decibel reader there, and apparently she reads 54.6 decibel, which is the equivalent to the noise of a boiling kettle.
Right.
I can now confirm that you achieved 54.6 decibels airweighted. Congratulations. You are officially amazing.
Hey, well done.
Now
Well done to the cat.
there
What's the
is-
cat's name?
the cat's name's Bella.
Bella. No, that's a bit upsetting. I would have called it like Mr. Meowgie.
Yeah, it deserves a good name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But there is a bit of a catch with this, boys, because yes, she's a record holder for the loudest purr, but it's the loudest purr of an alive cat. So this cat has Stephen Bradbury'd it because what's happened is 2 other cats had much louder purrs, but they've dropped dead.
They're no more.
They're no more. So Bella's come in with her bloody boiling kettle purr.
Swinging through.
Absolutely knock the other competition over and come on through with her bloody kettle.
Hey, if it gets the gold medal.
There you go. Good on you, Bella. Congratulations. Loudest alive cat.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.